Jinger Duggar, the fourth child of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, is no stranger to public attention. Having been raised in a large religious family, she grew up in the spotlight thanks to the hit reality series 19 Kids and Counting, which later became Counting On. While her family's conservative values and traditional lifestyle were often the focal point of the show, Jinger's journey has taken her on a different path. Now married to former professional soccer player Jeremy Vuolo, Jinger's life has evolved in unexpected ways, both in terms of her personal beliefs and family life. In recent years, Jinger has shared more about her relationship with Jeremy, as well as their journey as parents to their daughters, Felicity and Evangeline. One topic that she recently broached in an interview caught the attention of fans: the possibility of having twins. A glimpse into the Duggar family's parenting philosophy. The Duggar family is known for its adherence to traditional Christian values, particularly when it comes to marriage and childbearing. With 19 children, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar made headlines for their seemingly endless capacity to have children. For the Duggar children, particularly the daughters, marriage and motherhood are often seen as the ultimate goals. Jinger, however, has always shown a somewhat different perspective compared to some of her siblings. While she shares many of her family's values, she has been more open to making personal choices that diverge from the family's public persona. From wearing pants, which was previously considered taboo in her household, to moving to Los Angeles with her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, Jinger has shown a willingness to embrace new ways of thinking. Her comments about the possibility of having twins with Jeremy are a reflection of her evolving perspective on family life. Rather than simply adhering to the traditional Duggar approach, Jinger appears to be contemplating parenthood with a modern lens, a mix of excitement, practicality, and humor. The idea of having twins, a faster way to have babies. In a recent interview, Jinger and Jeremy discussed the prospect of expanding their family. When asked about the idea of having more children, Jinger remarked, "It would be fantastic to have twins. It's definitely a faster way to have babies," she laughed, with Jeremy agreeing. For many people, the thought of having twins might be daunting. After all, raising 2 babies at once is no small feat. But for Jinger, the concept of having twins doesn't seem intimidating. In fact, her comment suggests a sense of excitement about the prospect of growing their family in a big way. There's also an underlying practicality to her words. Having multiple children at once would allow Jinger and Jeremy to get through the early years of parenthood more quickly. The couple is clearly not shy about their desire to have a large family, and the idea of having twins seems like an opportunity to fast-track that process. While it's unclear whether Jinger and Jeremy are actively trying to conceive twins, the comment provides a window into their mindset as parents. Their approach to family building seems to embrace both the joy and the challenges that come with raising children, and they clearly value the idea of expanding their family in a meaningful way. Jinger's family clans, a balance of faith and personal choice. The Duggar family's religious beliefs have always played a significant role in shaping their views on marriage and children. Growing up, Jinger, like many of her siblings, was taught that large families were a blessing, and having as many children as possible was seen as a positive and faith-driven decision. However, in recent years, Jinger has begun to express more nuanced views on family planning, particularly in the context of her own marriage to Jeremy. Jinger and Jeremy have often spoken about how their relationship has deepened since their marriage in 2016. The couple shares a strong Christian faith, but their lifestyle has evolved as they've navigated life outside of the family compound in Arkansas. Their decision to move to Los Angeles for Jeremy's ministry work was a significant departure from the Duggar family's tradition of staying close to home. It also signaled that Jinger and Jeremy were willing to make their own decisions about how to live out their faith and build their family. In interviews and social media posts, Jinger has shared glimpses into their parenting style, which emphasizes love, patience, and intentionality. While the Duggars are known for their structured, disciplined approach to child rearing, Jinger and Jeremy seem to approach parenting with a more laid-back mindset. This shift is particularly notable when compared to the highly organized and rigid atmosphere that defined the Duggar household. Despite these differences, Jinger has made it clear that her faith continues to guide her decisions as a parent. The couple has expressed their desire to raise their children with Christian values, while also giving them the freedom to make their own choices as they grow. The twins' comment and the Duggar family dynamic. Jinger's playful comment about having twins also highlights her changing perspective on family life. While her parents have often been criticized for having such a large family, Jinger's statement reflects a more open-minded and less judgmental view on family size. She is not suggesting that every family should have twins, but rather expressing her personal excitement about the possibility. This is a stark contrast to the more rigid expectations placed on some of her siblings, particularly those who have chosen to follow in their parents' footsteps by having large families. Jinger's openness to different paths in life and family planning speaks to her growing independence. She's clearly not afraid to make decisions that reflect her own desires and personality, rather than conforming to the expectations of her parents or the public. The idea of having twins also speaks to a larger theme that has emerged throughout Jinger's adult life: the importance of balance. Jinger appears to value both the joys and challenges of raising children, as well as the opportunity to be more present in her children's lives. Her statement about twins can be seen as a reflection of this balance. She enjoys the thought of a larger family, but recognizes that the demands of raising children are significant and require careful thought. Jeremy Vuolo's role in the conversation. Jeremy Vuolo has always been an active participant in discussions about his and Jinger's family plans. While Jeremy grew up in a smaller family, he has expressed a deep desire to have a large family with Jinger. The couple's views on parenthood are largely aligned, with both emphasizing the importance of raising children with strong Christian values. Jeremy, who works as a pastor, has spoken about his commitment to being an involved and supportive father. Jeremy's supportive role in the conversation about twins is evident in his agreement with Jinger's lighthearted remark. As a couple, they appear to have a strong partnership, navigating the highs and lows of family life together. Jeremy's enthusiasm for the idea of expanding their family is clear, and his relationship with Jinger seems to be characterized by mutual respect and understanding. In many ways, Jinger and Jeremy's relationship represents a blend of traditional values and modern parenting styles. While their faith remains at the core of their family dynamic, they are not afraid to make choices that reflect their own individual personalities and desires. The comment about twins is just one example of how they're approaching parenthood with a sense of humor, openness, and a commitment to building a family that reflects their love for one another. A new chapter for Jinger Duggar. As Jinger Duggar continues to forge her own path, it's clear that her journey as a mother will look different from the one that her parents experienced. While she may have grown up in a family with 18 siblings, Jinger has expressed a desire to create a family that feels right for her and Jeremy, whether that involves having one child or several. The possibility of having twins, while still a lighthearted conversation, highlights Jinger's evolving sense of what family life can look like. She's no longer just a daughter in the Duggar family. She's a mother and wife, building a family of her own. And while the idea of having twins might be a faster way to have babies, it's clear that for Jinger, the most important thing is the love and joy that each new addition brings. Whether or not Jinger and Jeremy have twins in the future remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: their journey as parents is only just beginning. and it's sure to be filled with plenty of laughter, love, and surprises.